Please make sure to subscribe and hit this bell icon and say all and save. And that's all you need so you don't miss my pretty face. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to our Navamsa, Planets Through Navamsa series. And today we're going to cover the good old bright sun. And what happens when you have sun in the ascendant of the Navamsa. Now, remember, in this particular series, we're not covering any signs. We got to know just the foundation of the planet. Okay? And as always, if you do not know where your sun is placed, what sign it's in, okay, what nakshatra it's in your birth chart, all the other astrological details, and especially to understand your Navamsa, what your Navamsa chart is, because it's the most important chart in Vedic astrology alongside your birth chart. For that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, include my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas of the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link, and my new, very short, temporary marriage consultations at this link. So, Sun in the ascendant for Navamsa. Well, one thing you will see that this person will dominate their marriage. They will dominate their relationship. They will dominate their marriage. They can become shrewd and crude in marriage. The ego, see, for them, for these people, their reason behind marriage is to elevate their status, is to elevate their ego. They want to feel regal. They want to feel bright. They want to get the recognition through marriage. So usually what happens is, whether it's a male or female, such a person will look for somebody who looks good on paper. They want somebody who looks good on paper. Meaning, they went to, let's say, Harvard, Yale, IIT Delhi. The person is, 6'2" and, handsome and, has a pilot license, comes from a wealthy family, father's an IS officer. Same thing for a man as well. Man wants to, if a guy has this, a guy is looking for a woman who has status in life, meaning they really want to be with somebody who's kind of like a district manager, the big go-to person in the company, somebody who knows how to take authority. It's kind of like a turn on for them. They like to be with somebody who's an authority in their own right, and then this person wants to kind of like control them. And that's as a man. They will never probably admit it, but it is what it is. They like being with someone who's very powerful. Somebody, when you approach sometimes like I had, when I worked in my companies, I had like the main person would be a woman. And when you go up to them, you feel intimidated, like, okay, hey, how are you? Good, good, good. And then you think like, wow, that's her husband. I wonder who rules that relationship. Well, this person wants to be the one to dominate them now. Like, okay, you're the big person, you're the big girl. Well, I'm here, the big boy. And as this person gets older, and this now really depends upon the sign placement of the sun, it can either burn a person's ego. This particular sun will either burn a person's ego, dissolve a person's ego, or crush a person's ego. It always happens because you got to understand, sun, especially the sign of Leo, represents mountains. So what is a mountain? Mountain is something that starts from the bottom, goes up, comes down. So that means that ego that has risen up will come down at one point. So it's very important for a person with sun in the ascendant in Navamsa to start practicing humility and humbleism. Like if your servant comes in, you don't need to make them feel like they're the servant, just so your ego can rise. When the servant comes in, you should be like this. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. House is all ready for you. This is your house. Now take care of it. Because when that ego gets hurt, how high are you to fall down? because the fall happens. But if you're so high, you're going to break bones and die. But if you're right at the bottom and then, your ego gets humbled, you're like, hey, that is me. You will not feel anything. This also shows that your spouse may actually have honey-colored eyes, because Sun aspects the 7th house. And this also shows that you, as you get older, you will sleep very little. You'll have, like, let's say you're in your 20s, you slept 11 hours, right? 12 hours. In 30s, you will probably sleep 8 hours. In 40s, you will probably sleep 6 hours or 5 hours. Because Navamsa Sun now gets brighter and brighter as you get older. So what happens when a sun gets bright? It comes through the window. When it comes through the window, you can't take it. You're just up. You're irritated. This is why this person can be irritated. But also, this represents fame. Sun, Venus, Rahu in the ascendant of Navamsa can give fame. So Sun can definitely help you be recognized through marriage or through your second half of life. Okay? And as far as like late or early marriage is concerned, this doesn't affect that as much. It's the other planets that will affect. Like, except a few, not many planets will affect the late and early marriage on the ascendant. Okay? So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Sun in the ascendant of Navamsa. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. You're going to want to know where your Sun is placed in Navamsa, all the other astrological details. For that, check out the link share. Check out my reports, books, consultation. Otherwise, we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.